Great to have you back. Still tune in to Traders 20.
Well, the markets are still reeling under pressure. We've got both the Sensex and the Nifty that are off by about 0.5%, and the picture really is not looking any different when we talk about the mid-cap side, because for now we've got, on the losing side, we've got a Gillette that's off by close to 4%. Alanco Infra as well is trading lower by about 3.6%. That's at about 11.85 right now. However, the gainers, of course, not too much action happening there. We've got an Aurobindo Pharma and IFCI, of course. It's absolutely dismal going for that particular counter after the government's converted those debentures at about 10 rupees a share. That's seeing hefty selling pressure. In addition to that, of course, some of the other big movers for the day in terms of volumes as well. For an IFCI, we've seen volumes of over 6 times.
Okay, time then to get on board Sandeep Wagle as well as Prakash Gaba. They're waiting by to tell us the trading ideas that they're betting on. So Sandeep, what's on your list today?
I have a sell in Vijaya Bank, stop loss of 52, target of 46, a breakdown of multiple supports in the daily charts. I have a sell in Reliance Infra, stop loss of 498, target of 470, a bearish head and shoulders pattern in the daily charts, and I have a buy in Exide, a stop loss of 129, target of 140, a double positive crossover of momentum indicators in the daily charts.
Okay, 2 short and 1 long idea is what Sandeep is betting on. And Prakash, what is it that you've got on the cards?
I also 2 short, 1 long. I like to go long on Aurobindo Pharma. Looks good to me. Looks like there's a good momentum push out here. Have a stop below 107. On the upside, we have a target of 115. Then I was short on HDI. It's been structurally weak, 84, 85. Very, very strong resistance zones. Today, I would like to have a shot above 79. On the downside, we could expect target closer to 73. And third is again, Reliance Capital. Looks weak to me. It's quite exhausted in the upper regions. The way it's moving up, I would have a stop about 350. And on the downside, we have a target of 338. 2 shorts, 1 long.
2 shorts and 1 long, and that is what Prakash Gaba is recommending. We take a quick break right here on the show, but don't go anywhere. Rajat Bose as well as Deepak Mahoney are waiting by on the other side to dole out their fresh trading ideas.
Not just that, from the commodities pack, Ronald Shah, head of research at Nirmal Bang Commodities, is going to be here with us. Thanks for staying on with us on Traders 20, the show that gets you top 20 trading ideas.
Well, mild attempt to claw back to that 5400 level, but for the broader markets, they seem to be struggling and not doing anything in trade. Small cap index being case in point, now off by 0.3%. What are some of the big losers over there? You've got a Plethico Pharma, which continues to bleed for quite a few days on the trot now. Chemrock Industries not showing you any respite whatsoever. Apart from that, you've got a Glodine Technoserve, and here's also been a problem stock from the media space, that's Sri Ashtavinayak, which is now under quite a bit of pressure. It was great going for the auto ancillaries. Today, anything but. Gabriel India coming under quite a bit of pressure. On the gaining side, you've got some of the pharma stocks which are holding up. A Suvain Life Sciences, a Nectar Life Sciences, as well as a Piramal Life doing fairly well for themselves, as is an Indoco Remedies. Apart from that, SKNL features on the list.
Okay, time then to introduce Rajat Bose as well as Deepak Mahoney, who will be taking us through their trading bets right now. And Rajat, you seem to have taken a bit of a contrarian stance because we've heard a host of shorting ideas, but you've got 3 buying ideas for our viewers.
If you notice in my picks today, I mean, whatever trading recommendations that I'm going to offer in the next couple of minutes, they are based on one thing, that this crude oil, I last checked, it was actually showing 2.5% shaved off from yesterday's top of $98.29. So the beneficiaries in that category would be the oil marketing companies and Jet Airways. So I've chosen them as buy calls, and if you notice their price movement today, you will find that BPCL, HPCL and Jet Airways are all moving strong, gathering good volume. So why not buy them? And it would be good for your traders that they have some choice for buying as well. So BPCL buy, stop below 352.90, target 363. Even as I sent you and as I am talking to you, within these 15 minutes these stocks are also advancing. So that shows the kind of momentum that they have. HPCL buy with the stop below 319, target 327. Jet Airways buy with the stop below 377.75 and target is 394. All these three targets for BPCL, HPCL and Jet Airways respectively are highly achievable given the kind of momentum they have.
Okay, achievable targets, the stocks are showing traction and Rajat Bose believes it's a good time to buy. What about you, Deepak? It's only one buy call that you've got on the list?
Yes, and that's Jet Airways as well, with a stop loss of 377 and the target of 399. The arguments though are a little different than Rajat's. The ones I've got is that the stock has had good momentum since late July, and right now it's bouncing around between 375, 400 at a pretty rapid rate. So high volatility, and it's pretty good for traders because if it gets back to about 400, that's a very decent sort of a return from the current levels. So this is a stock with a stop loss of 377 and the target just short of 400, 399. The two short sales, they're both day trades. The first is Tata Steel with a stop loss of 394, a target of 380. At the current market price, it's already at a 4-week low, so it's pretty weak. The entire month the index had been rising, the stock did not take part, so there is not too much risk that it will suddenly bounce back while the market is going down. So pretty good risk-reward sort of trade, but purely a day trade to be squared off. And last, also a day trade, Bharti Airtel with a stop loss of 253 and a target of 243. This stock, as we all know, has been in a pretty persistent decline now for several months. And anything making new lows usually has good downside momentum, which is what one is looking for.
Okay, so you can look at buying a Jet Airways and shorting a Tata Steel and a Bharti Airtel. That's what Deepak is advising right now.